Yeah,
Oh.
we live.
We're live.
I didn't know you hit the live button. All right.
He just
What's
said
episode is this?
Episode 21.
All right,
Cancel
episode 21, Fieldy. We live.
Yeah.
Week 2 of this Google Hangout thing, doing live video. Also, we're gonna post them on our SoundCloud page, man. I just been slacking. I ain't have my computer open for 2 days, but we're gonna put all 3 last podcast episodes up. So we got a special guest today. You want to introduce her, Stoke?
All right, we have our Me Too correspondent, leader of Black Girl Magic, Miss Shelby.
That's right. Hi.
What's going on, Shelby?
Nothing much. I'm glad to be here today to give the, womanly perspective.
Hey, you are our first ever. You're our first ever live guest.
No, I feel honored. Thank you.
I'm lying. You actually like our 6th guest that's been on the show, or 4th or something. But
oh my god,
we're glad to have you on though.
Oh, she's the first person on the live stream.
Yeah, you're the first person physically. We can physically, that everybody can physically see. So that's cool. So, but yeah. So, how's everybody week been going so far?
So far, so good.
I'm good. I'm just tired. I'm working 10-hour days.
Oh, all right. Summertime.
Summertime schedule.
Okay, but you off on Friday, so.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's up.
Oh, who my baby mama not watching this? She gonna think I gotta pick up my son.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Man, I'm still on vacation, so I mean, it feel like vacation been going by quick as ever, but I ain't even tripping though. I'm gonna enjoy these last 2 days. Got a lot of stuff happening this weekend. My little niece graduates tomorrow, so.
Oh man.
From kindergarten, ain't that something? But yeah. So anything else new? Anything else before we get into it?
No, man. I'm good.
Okay, cool. All right. So we getting Roseanne up out of here. Hey, have y'all heard about it?
I'm ecstatic. I don't want no more MAGA on my TV.
I'm surprised. I used to really like watching Roseanne.
Roseanne's racist.
I never knew that.
Oh man, well, she represented a Boondocks white trash Illinois resident, so we knew that wasn't too far fetched from the truth.
Definitely not too far fetched.
Yeah, that was crazy though. What she tweeted about Valerie Jarrett. You gonna pull it up, Stokely?
Let me see if I can pull it up.
That's what's called about the new the new regime of Fieldy podcasts is that we can just pull stuff up.
Yeah, so I'm trying to find the tweet now. I hope she ain't deleted, but you know how them white folks be.
I was about to say, yeah, she definitely deleted it though. Deleted it, but it's everywhere.
Right, there's copies of it. People done screenshotted it 50 times over, right. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean,
what she
pretty much.
She called her a monkey, Valerie Jarrett.
Yeah, I think she said when the Muslim and Planet of the Apes have a baby, it equals to VJ. So I'm like,
wow,
like she wild for that,
right? Like, where did that come from? What's the beef?
I think somebody tweeted something about Valerie Jarrett, and she just like, "This is my time to be racist.
This is my time to shine." That's sick.
Right. Yeah, no, it wasn't no rhyme or reason. She just randomly throw out racist stuff.
Wow. So is this like the first documented or like, I don't know, known racist thing that she said?
No, she's tweeted some like some borderline stuff.
Actually it's not.
Questionable things in the past.
Yeah, I'm about to share the tweets. We got to do another screen share. Our SoundCloud listeners are gonna hate this.
What's happening?
So here it is.
Okay.
So Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby equal VJ.
Right.
So yes.
Look at her profile picture.
Her profile picture is disgusting.
Who drew that? Oh my gosh.
Oh, man, she just her whole career is based on being white trash, so it got to be expected.
That's actually true. Wow. I mean,
when Roseanne got on, she divorced her first husband and married Tom Martin. Come on. And she was married to that dude for like 20 years.
Right. So yeah, I mean, I know that Valerie responded. She was on a bunch of different shows and stuff like that. But
so what was her response?
I mean, shit, I don't really know. We don't do no real facts on this show.
Valerie Jarrett wanted and she just wished that people, like lower people, like who weren't as famous as her, had people stick up for them, like everybody stuck up for her. So, you know, she was classy. Valerie Jarrett's always been classy. She's like, nobody has anything bad to say about her. Except for Roseanne.
Right. Except for Roseanne, obviously. So so what's gonna happen with the show?
No, they canceled the show.
Canceled it.
Wow, they canceled the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the highest rated show that they had, and they canceled the show. So you had DeRay and all the black leaders basically say,
"Hey, man, no,
you better cancel that.
Don't call him a black leader.
Hey, what should we call him then?
He's a dude that tweets.
The
black leader.
He may be the president of the Beehive. Then that's a better title. Nah.
He loves
his black. But basically, it was him. It was him and all of that. I mean, in different black, I guess, representatives who said, let's get the show canceled. So they canceled the show. ABC came out. And I mean, some theories been like they wanted to do the right thing since they handled it poorly with Jamel Hill, but I don't know. I just think that they really wanted to get rid of Roseanne in the first place.
Well, the president of ABC is a black woman, so I assume you can't call black women apes and let that ride.
Right. See, I didn't know that, but yeah, I would definitely wouldn't stand for that at all. Like. No.
Stokely, you got a picture of Valerie Jarrett?
I just pulled up one.
Right, I'm like,
I just pulled up one. No, she doesn't. That's why I'm like, okay, you want to call it a bad joke, but I feel like you're definitely just being racist because she doesn't even resemble.
Hey,
she's
another thing too is that there's no way that you could talk about Barack's side piece and think that you're gonna get away with it.
His what?
You're not gonna get away with the side piece.
Wait, what?
Hey, I just said what everybody was thinking.
No way. I did not think that at all.
No, come on now. You know that Valerie was his side piece back in the day, even in the presidency.
How do you figure that? What do you mean?
Look it up. Do the research.
Where are you pulling that from? No, Barack did not cheat on Michelle. I refuse.
No,
it's not cheating when she know. When she know,
yes,
cheating.
It is. They're married.
What? The saying is black men don't cheat.
No, we're not gonna start that. I've been seeing that everywhere.
Barack was not with Valerie Jarrett. I gotta share the screen again. He was with the Danish Prime Minister's wife.
Why are you biting his lip like that?
And with Trump wife.
Oh my god.
No, you should. It's been stories about Michelle stepping to these women, man.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Michelle, that's so sad coming out.
Right.
Chicago.
Yeah, man. Valerie, the side piece. You don't disrespect Barack's side piece. He not,
God, I will not let you disrespect Barack like that.
That ain't disrespect. We talking about Barack. That's the homie. That's big homie right there. We ain't never disrespect, but we gonna honor him and his lady and his other lady.
It's stressing me out. I can't even imagine.
No, but I gotta give Barack credit. He went.
The man smoked not Newports. What do you have? Parliaments? Yeah. He smoked Parliaments and he drank yak. Come on now.
No
and he
way!
listened to rap. You tell me he ain't got no side piece?
You think Barack smoked Black Style?
He better not.
He probably do got Black and Mild in the fifth, right? And they got a new show. Man, Barack is doing a lot of what they call nigga shit. That's what he's doing. And Valerie would just fall in line with the nigga shit. So, and they got to sell their new Netflix deal. I mean, it's probably don't be surprised if you heard it here first on Fieldy. If you hear at any point in time that Valerie Jarrett was Barack's side piece, you heard it here.
Man, you about to have snipers at your house, man.
Huh?
You about to have snipers at your house.
Hey man, no, Barack know I rock with him, man. And somewhere I got a MAGA T-shirt somewhere. I colored the letters in on this red shirt. Can't see it. So Trump on my side.
Oh yeah.
But on a serious note, though, Roseanne, yeah, I think she's an idiot. I mean, I don't know why she tried to play it off as a joke.
Right. She apologized. I'm reading some of her tweets. She's like, I apologize. I'm now leaving Twitter. And then the next one, I apologize. Right. Then she said after that,
she didn't leave?
No, she didn't. She said, I apologize to Valerie Jarrett and to all Americans. I am truly sorry for making a bad joke about her politics and her looks. I should have known better. Forgive me. My joke was in bad taste.
But then keep going up. She says more.
Yeah, she's
oh my goodness.
She's an idiot. And the crazy thing is that she costs all of them their job.
That's the thing I was thinking about. She is the main character or one of the main characters on the show, but she's not the only character, obviously. So it's like you just canceled the whole thing for everyone. Like you messed it up for everybody.
They gotta give us some smoke.
And no one else on that show has as much money as she does. So it's like she may not be really hurting from it, but I
haven't seen DJ since '97. He's broke. I know it.
Right. So she ruined him.
Right. Hey, if they replacing they replace the mama on Family Matters, they can replace Roseanne.
No, the whole show is.
No,
give us a new Roseanne.
Let's call it Dan.
Right. I mean, they
like
got a new Aunt Viv. Right. They can make it like Dan and Roseanne got a divorce, and then it's just about Dan now and the family.
No,
what was their last name?
Upstairs, like on Family Matters, and like started doing porn, like the girl from Family Matters.
Oh my God! What about when they got a new Aunt Viv? How did they switch her out?
Oh yeah, get a black Roseanne.
There you go.
Get a black.
DC Nash is Roseanne.
Oh man, that'd be crazy. Who else? Dang, don't you see? This is a perfect time where Neil Carter would be great. You know,
we could get Monique. Monique could do it.
Monique could be Roseanne.
She could be the black Roseanne.
No,
right now. And she cheap.
Cause she
500,000.
She love us for real. So.
But yeah. Well, hey, what's their last name on the show anyway?
Connor.
Yeah.
Okay, it could be the Connors. They could make the show about the Connors. They could write her off and say that she passed. Like,
I think that's a good idea. Don't ruin it for everybody. Like,
right.
Yeah,
they didn't say it. She said it.
Roseanne's a co-creator on the show, so if they try to
shoot.
they need her permission.
Wow. Okay, so they have to cancel it then because she's not going to get permission without her being on there.
Well, I think you could do a spinoff. I think they could do a spinoff. They just can't use anything related to Roseanne, or they could do like some shows and just act like that last season didn't happen.
I don't know. Roseanne might be able to. You might sign off on it just to get like so that she like it's not my
money.
Ain't got no job.
She should. Her stupid ass. Like it's her fault.
Right. So I feel like don't be stubborn about it, and you know it's your fault.
Yeah, she's been doing it for a while though. She's been like tweeting this crazy stuff for like, man, least the last couple years.
Wow, I had no idea. I don't follow Roseanne, so
Oh,
She jumped on that MAGA train.
Yeah, she crazy. And they took a jab at Blackish. I felt like it was only right for the Black community to get them up out of here. The one positive show we got on TV.
I love Blackish.
Oh no, I'm watching the second most positive Black show on TV now. Black Ink Chicago.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's back. Oh man, the ratchet.
Right. That's basically like Love and Hip Hop, right?
Oh, that's a perfect segue. Speaking of Love and Hip Hop, let's talk about how one of the most loving rappers out there has a secret child. He's a deadbeat dad. He thinks he's me.
We will not talk bad about Mr. Aubrey.
Why not?
It's still Dre Mania.
You gonna talk about Obama having a side piece, and you're not gonna comment on Drake being a deadbeat dad?
See, Shelby, you new to the show. I just want you to know, Aubrey is one of the closest friends we got on this show.
You know what?
Man, Zach is an Aubrey angel.
Is he sponsoring us? No.
Yeah, low key he has. He told women how to bust it like they can't afford a car. You a star. You look in the mirror. You know who you are, right? He done taught us a lot. We cannot slander him today. We cannot.
We are officially a good music podcast sponsor.
We can't even talk about the head of good music until Friday.
Don't pay attention, man. Pusha T's not a leader. Kanye just voted to Kim.
Hey, when you back up that MAGA guy, you the one in the same. One in the same. But no, on a serious note though, yeah, that was crazy. The Pusha T Drake beef is crazy. What you like if this was basketball, what would you rank them? What would you rank this series right now?
The series is 1-1.
1-1. So what you count? So you don't count infrared?
No, that was just pregame.
Okay. So 1-1. Because I agree. Mm-hmm. Shelby, did you hear the tracks?
Yeah, I didn't hear the initial one, but I heard this last Pusha T and then the Drake before that, I think. I didn't hear hasn't it been 3 of them or only 2?
You can count 3. Yeah, you can say 3.
Okay, well, I've heard 2. I've heard 2.
Yeah. So Pusha T dropped the album last Friday called Daytona. The last song on there was called Infrared, where he took shots at Drake. Mm-hmm. And then that same day.
So Pusha T started it?
No, it goes back like 10 years.
See,
it goes back almost 20 years.
I heard that Drake started it.
See.
Who started it?
No. Birdman started it. If you really want to blame somebody, Birdman started this back in 2001.
Okay.
Playboy?
Because he wasn't paying people. He has not been paying people for over 20 years. He's 20 years strong with his game. He is not paying people.
Hey, Playboy, wasn't no written contract. I don't get nothing, Playboy.
So this is just a quick timeline. So back in 2001, Pharrell did music for Birdman. Birdman didn't pay Pharrell, so that made the clips and them feel some type of way. In the process, they made the song "What Happened to That Boy." What happened to that boy? They kind of dissed Wayne on what happened to that boy and Birdman. Fast forward to like 2005, something like that, 06. They dissed him on Me Too, Mr. Me Too. Mm-hmm. They dissed Wayne again. So then Wayne dissed them, and they go back and forth. Pusha T in 2012 dropped Exodus, dropped a couple of songs. Actually, it's 6 years from yesterday. He dropped Exodus. And he dissed Lil Wayne and he dissed Drake. Okay. And then Lil Wayne said, "Fuck Pusha T and everybody who love him." Okay. Oh, Dreams Money Can Buy somewhere in there too. But and now we fast forward to 2016 where Drake did Two Birds and One Stone. 2017, Free Smoke. And now we here.
Wow. So it's been going back and forth, but now it's just like
now
intense.
The gloves are off.
Because now he's outing him and giving
albums are coming out.
Personal information. Okay.
This, I don't know. I think Pusha T, he really exposed him. Got a secret child.
He embarrassed him.
Got a secret child.
He embarrassed him.
This child is a rollout for an Adidas brand. That's tacky.
Lupe Fiasco gave context to the picture. Did y'all hear that?
Please help me understand what that blackface picture is. Like, I don't.
Okay, so the blackface picture comes from. It was a photographer. He was doing a piece about the Jim Crow era and showcasing through photos, like just different stuff about Jim Crow. That's why Drake had on a Jim Crow T-shirt, and it's a clothing brand. Well, I know you look at she like. What
I'm right along with her.
Okay,
go ahead.
So there's two parts to that picture. So it's two like pictures that go together, which is Drake doing like the happy coonish look with the blackface, and then it's another picture of him being sad. Now, that's not a common thing. That's happened numerous times with different actors and stuff like that has done this picture before, but that's the original picture of it. It's a two-parter. They photoshopped the sad face and only gave us the happy face last night. But that's what it was. It came from a photo. It came from a photo from like 2006 to 2008. And it was a piece. It was an art piece. It wasn't, huh?
Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I'm looking for it.
It's an art piece, and Lupe Fiasco and other rappers were in this photo.
He was the only one with blackface, though.
He was the only one in blackface.
Okay.
But like I said, it gives you context that he wanted.
What does Drake like identify as ethnically?
I would assume black and Jewish.
He's Drake.
He identifies as Drake until Texas comes in Jewish.
So he's
Toronto.
He identifies as being black.
Canada Dry.
Mixed, or is he like he's mixed? Okay, I see the. So is that? Okay, I saw the sad version too.
Yeah, man.
What are the other examples? Let me see the other people pictures. Like, where's Lupe? Where's Lupe's version of this?
Let me find it because Most Def was in this line too. But I saw a picture of him.
Yeah, it was a bunch of rappers who did it.
Okay, I gotta find it. It was on.
Everybody wasn't blackfacing it up, but it makes sense why.
Only Canada Boy did that.
Why does it make sense that Drake did it? Why?
Because he likes it.
No, what?
And it's the irony. It's the irony in the fact that it is. It's the irony in the fact that he's a half white, half black, and he in the blackface. That's what you mean.
No, I don't.
It is. Y'all just see everybody got they Black Lives Matter scarves and hats on.
See, you know what? It's not even. No, my thing is, if part of your identity, if you identify with being black, like I understand that he's mixed and everything like that, but if that's a part of your identity and that's something that it's like it's seeming more like it's mocking it than bringing awareness. If everybody did it and it was like part of the photographer or the artist's vision or whatever, and it was like consistent throughout, I would kind of understand more. But the fact that like Drake does identify partially with being black, then I feel like it's just weird because nobody else did blackface but him.
But
so it's like it's still offensive.
Why couldn't it be just it's a whole collective? So why couldn't he just be one instance in the collective? Because that's essentially what it is.
Because he's the only one who painted his face black.
Yeah.
But what if he represents that one part of Jim Crow, which is what it sounds like is what happened.
He had the crow from Dumbo on his shirt. Come on.
But that's a part of the Jim Crow thing.
All right, wait, I'm about to straight. I'm about to straight.
Yes, it is. It is. Y'all
Right,
seen
so,
Bamboozle?
All right, so here it is.
The Crow from Dumbo.
All right, so this is Mos Def. He was part of the line too, I guess. See, look at that. That's a crow from Dumbo. Look at that crow.
Okay,
Right.
he has it on his hat.
But look
And
at his
Drake
face.
got it on his
Not
shirt.
blackened up at all.
Right. See, what's the similarities? Like, how is this a part of a collective of pieces? If the artist was doing this as a collection, like this, I mean, oh, okay, so it's a clothing line.
Yes, it's a Toronto.
Yeah,
it's
No,
like
then no. Then I feel like then there's definitely no excuse for him having that.
it's like the Toronto version of what's that? Cross colors.
Drake, no, Drake he messed up with that one.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh,
but
y'all trick.
He did the blackface, but that's not the only thing. He also impregnated a porn star.
right,
I mean,
got a porn
who
star
hasn't?
pregnant, and then
Who hasn't?
That's
That's not abnormal.
What was the reference to like them being across the border? Like, does he not live in this country? Like, where is his kid?
Well, Drake don't live in the country, so that's what he was saying. Drake is from Toronto.
I thought he was talking about the kid. Okay.
No, the kid lives in Calabasas,
Okay.
probably down the street from Drake. He probably visits on the weekends. Probably visits his kid on the weekends.
Okay.
Ever since the rumor came out a year ago, or the truth came out a year ago.
Now, I personally I don't see anything wrong with Drake being private about like who his kid is or who the mother of his child is or anything like that. I just feel like the fact that he is not, I don't know, like he hasn't mentioned it, and it's like you don't have to mention it, but it just made it look more intense, like on the dissing end, I guess, for you to be like, oh, all of a sudden, like this superstar, like no one knew he had a kid, and now it's like he has a kid. So I think the surprise of it all, like, made it like, oh my God. But like, I feel like, I mean, who cares that Drake got a porn star pregnant?
So, but he was going to use his kid as a rollout for his whack Adidas brand. That's garbage. You want to use your kid as a so to introduce some sweat tracksuits, and then like. What's the name of his what's the name of the line? Like Adonin or something?
Adidon, the name of the song.
Yeah. You try to release that because your son named Adonis that you don't take care of.
How you know he don't take care of him?
Right. How do you know that?
Pusha T called it, and he said yuck.
Because Pusha said it. The man who had braids for 20, you can't trust a dude with braids for all this long, man.
No, you can't trust a dude with braids that long. That means he don't care about anything.
No, I mean he don't know, man. He's still stuck in grinding era, man. He don't know.
Man,
he don't know
his brother is a man of God. His brother's a man of the cloth. He would never lie.
Him and his brother is different. That's why we be sad when we get Pusha T albums.
This Pusha T album was decent though. Oh yeah, but no, I gotta clown Pusha T for one thing. He talked about 40 in his MF set, and his MS said he about to die soon. And today is National MS Day.
Yeah, that's crazy. How did he not know that today was National MS Day, but he knew everything else? he knew.
666.
Right, 666. Tick tick tick. It was terrible, man. Yeah. So Pusha T clearly is an asshole. He's channeling his Udonis Haslem braids power. So that's pretty much where you, like you said, you don't really give a fuck about nothing. So
yeah.
But that was a cool diss. I thought that when I first heard it, I'm like, man, I don't know if rapping to this beat. I don't know about rapping to this beat, but then as the whole picture and all of it put together, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I like that the originality by Drake was, I like that. It was a beat, a song dedicated for him, but it made sense. and he struck Drake pretty hard because nobody really knew about that baby.
On my last thing on this is Meek Mill has the worst research staff alive.
Meek Mill could have went to the library. Could have asked a librarian. He could have had.
Texas don't know about Google.
Right. Could have paid a student. Could have just did. Like Meek Mill didn't do anything except hearsay. He just heard shit. Like,
so I heard.
Right. He didn't do no fact check. No, nothing. This picture been out for 12 years, and Meek Mill beef with him like 3-4 years ago. Yeah, this actually made Meek look bad, but you know, because he fresh out of jail, nobody gonna say nothing.
Yeah, he's a civil rights leader now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's now become the new Sidney Poitier.
So
yeah, man, I'm waiting. They say that Drake is gonna respond very soon, so we know Mr. West drop on Friday, or allegedly dropping Friday. You think Kanye gonna respond?
Man, Kanye's gonna be on Family Feud, cooning with Steve Harvey.
Yeah, that is true. When that season drops. But you don't think he's gonna respond?
No, Kanye don't care.
I don't think he's gonna respond personally, but who knows? It's Kanye. It's Kanye.
Or Sci-Hi.
Yeah.
I think he'll respond. I think on the album he gonna have some bars with Drake.
All right, man. We done with Pusha.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Let's
Drake Mania is still running wild. I don't think he's gonna get him up out of here.
Yeah. Drake's a pop star. You can't get rid of pop stars.
Stop disrespecting him.
Hey, it's not wrong with being a pop star. Michael Jackson is a pop star.
He rapped. He wrote it and he rapped, and it was formidable.
Bring back Quentin Miller.
Oh, he dropped a song. He dropped a song that
I refuse to listen to it.
Huh?
I refuse to listen to it. He only got one leg.
Oh my god.
Hey, on the cover though, he still had both pairs of shoes on. Though. He still had He had a pair of shoes on.
You think he got one of them like titanium legs, like Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump?
Oh man, yeah. You hey, see, I sent you the link. Click on the link and you'll see the picture. He's sitting on that, and it's the leg. The leg, and he got on some new Air Maxes.
It's the leg.
It's the leg. It's like a hook. Like a pirate. Yeah. What's up though? I appreciate Quentin Miller trying to, shake this off. He really just trying to kick it. Just trying to kick it. All right, what's the next topic?
Well, we are to the nitty gritty. Talk about Me Too, because today Harvey Weinstein was indicted and charged with rape. So
really,
yeah, the grand jury came back with charges for rape against 2 women in New York.
Wow.
So he went down. Cosby's going down. R. Kelly is never going down
which I would never understand. Like, people just let R. Kelly get away with anything.
Step in the name of love, step out of those charges. So, with all that said, Me Too is big. So, it's certain things that women are not going to take anymore. So, with that being said, we have our guest here, Miss Shelby. So, I think my first question is, Shelby, what can a man do today? Can he look at a woman?
What can he do? Yes, a man can look at a woman. I mean, I feel like unwarranted touching or advances is inappropriate, but I feel like it's just not viewed that way. today. It's kind of like if you approach me or if you, take interest in me, then I'm obligated or I should, for whatever reason, respond to you or give you some type of acknowledgement. And I don't think that that's necessarily true. Like you can interact with whoever you want, but it starts to get, I think it becomes like an ego / like power thing where it's just like, if who are you to deny me anything? Like depending on who the man is or like, how much money they have, how much power they have, it becomes like an ego thing to where it's like, I can have any woman I want because I have money or status. It's like, or they're used to getting, whatever they want from women because of those things. And then when they get denied or when someone isn't interested, it's like, it's a hit to the ego or like some type of pride thing. And it's like, but then it becomes unnecessarily like forceful or like, I don't know. I've just seen too many examples of like men becoming upset or like hostile at like rejection or denial. And it's just like, we got to do better.
So, Stas, you're a serial sexual predator. Rebuttal.
Oh my God.
You said I'm a natural predator?
You're a serial sexual predator.
I'm a serial sexual predator. Oh man, that was back in 3 moons ago. That was 3 moons ago. But yeah, sometimes you just
Oh, his computer all kept like his
got
computer.
serial sexual predator.
You have to start over. You pause. Oh, is he gone?
Oh, I guess he's gone.
He's gone. All right.
I'll invite him back.
Okay.
Invite him back.
Max has been exited out.
Okay, I guess I can keep going with it.
Yeah.
So he'll be back in a couple of minutes. So I guess with like Me Too, like like Amber Rose has
her slut walk.
A slut walk. Like, what do you think about like young women like embracing like I'm a slut, I'm a thot, and like this is how I'm going to maneuver? Like, what are your opinions on that?
It's like I can understand the ideas behind it. I just don't think that it's being articulated very well. I think that, because there's always a double standard when it comes to women and sex, like women and men and sex. Guys, it's like you get applauded, you know what I mean, for like how many sexual partners you have or like how many successful nights, you may have had with a woman, but like as soon as a woman does that, then she's seen in a negative light. And I feel like, that double standard is unnecessary because it's like, who do you think that the guys are, being sexual with, like women or, it should be the same thing. Like in terms of if you're going to view promiscuity or like being sexual or whatever, like as a negative thing, let it be negative. But if it's going to be positive, let it be positive on both ends. So with the whole slut walk and the movement, I feel like it's something that it's an idea that I could support, but like I said, I don't think that it's being like articulated very well. And that may just have something to do with the person spearheading it, but I mean,
they say Amber Rose is not a good spokesperson for
I don't think she does. I've seen a couple of her interviews, and I don't think that she's at the point yet where she can really like explain it very well to where she's getting like different types of women to be supportive of it. Like she can get her age range and kind of like, people within her same realm, but I couldn't see her convincing like a 60-year-old woman like to to do the slut walk or like even, I don't know. She doesn't sound overly convincing. But I definitely can understand the idea behind it. And I don't think that it's a negative thing. It's kind of, but it also has the same kind of thing to me where it's like, people are like, oh, I'm going to still say the N word. I'm just going to make it, positive, even though it came from a negative place, and kind of like take the power back through the word. And I just feel like, maybe personally, I feel like using those words in general, maybe it should be like less of a thing, like maybe just stop using the word and not making it pop. Because I don't know how you can turn that positive.
Yeah,
but I mean,
yeah.
I don't know.
I think the whole thing for like, with just like the whole designation about like, well, what Amber Rose says, like she's a slut, she's a proud hoe, and like she doesn't like. There's a designation between these things. First of all, a hoe or a whore gets paid.
That's true.
If you're a hoe, you're actually I would respect a hoe. You're actually a businesswoman.
Yeah.
You're a sex worker. That's what you sell. Sell it.
Right, because obviously sex sells. And that's the thing too, where it's like, I don't necessarily see it as a bad thing to kind of be proud of making money in that way, because that's the way that this society has structured everything. Like, sex is the thing that sells. And if you can find a way to make it sell for you, and you are still, empowered and proud and feel beautiful, and and it's not like tearing you down on the inside, like, more power to you. Like, I have no issue with any of those, with like Amber Rose, Black China, Cardi B. Like, more power to you. Okay. But the whole thing with that is now it's like, okay, you are advertising yourself as a hoe or a slut, and then we have situations where like there's sexual assault and rape, and it's like they try to do the whole like blaming the victim thing, like, oh, well, she had on a short skirt. Like, it's pretty much going back to that. Like, well, she said she was a hoe, so yeah. I mean, it's like, but that doesn't mean I can still choose like who I want to have sex with.
Yeah, that's how the slut walk started. Because the slut walk started in Toronto because a woman was sexually assaulted, like early, like around 2010, 2011. And she went to a police officer, she reported the rape. And like the police officer said, well, why are you dressed like this? Why are you dressed? If you weren't dressed like a slut, then this wouldn't happen. Ooh. So that started the whole slut walk. Like, just because I'm dressed like this doesn't give you the right to, think that my body belongs to you.
Exactly.
So that's how it all started. But I think with Amber Rose, her whole thing is like, Kanye West said he needed to take a whole bunch of showers at the bed with her, and she got offended.
Oh my God, Kanye.
Yeah. So like,
he strikes again.
Yeah, the thing with being a slut is, from like being a hoe, it's like sluts have no kind of like discernment. They'll
no shame in their game.
They'll have sex with anything that's walking. Like, and I think that's kind of where like I don't have a double standard when it comes to women having sex. I believe women are active beings. They're beings. They're sexual beings. We all are. Like, hey, go have sex as long as you're being safe or whatever. But I will judge a woman based off who
she has sex with. Okay.
I
feel like that.
You had sex with this dude. Like, I know this dude named Terrence. You had sex with him. I'm definitely not gonna be with you because I know you have no standards. She's scum.
And see, I understand that like perspective. I can definitely, because that's the same thing like with guys. Like, I mean, you can have sex with who you want to, but you can't.
You have sex with that whole Amber.
But you can't dictate how I feel about that after. Like, I mean, yeah. I don't know, but I know you originally asked like, what can men do? And I feel like the true answer to that is like, is it varies, but the woman that you're interested in, you should ask her what she wants, like, or what she likes or will accept, like, versus it being forceful, you know. And I just feel like guys also, they don't pay attention enough to like the social cues, you know. It's like, I can tell. Go ahead.
Women don't know how to flirt.
Women don't know how to flirt. That's not true.
They don't. It's like they think just standing there and flirting. Like, this, I stood next to you. You don't know I'm interested. I like 3 of your photos on IG. I'm interested.
Okay, well, what does that have to do with it? What does that have?
That's how women shoot their shots. Like, okay, I tried. I like 4 of his photos in a row. He didn't say anything. My DMs are dry.
I could argue that guys do take that same type of approach sometimes. But, I mean, I don't know. It is, the responsibility is left up to the guys most of the time to approach a woman. But I just feel like, in general, I'm a nice person, you know, and I feel like I try to take polite routes of like denying guys or like saying that I don't want to talk to you or like whatever, because one, this is crazy, but it's like, I feel like it's a safety thing for me. It's just like, I don't want to, you know, overly offend you and you get upset and like whatever. So I like to try to be nice about it. But when I find that when you're nice about it, like, that's almost like you want them to continue to actively pursue you. Like, okay, well, she's not totally shutting me down, or she's not being an a-hole, so let me keep trying. And it's like, but I already told you, like, no, thank you, I'm not interested. And then it's just like the constant persistence. It's like, no, it's no. So just stop. Like,
okay, that's segue to my next question. You talk about like just rejecting guys nicely and how they take it. So what do you think about? I know there was a video like a couple of years ago about this woman in New York. She had a camera, like a hidden camera, and she was just going through like all the cat calls and dudes harassing her. So what do you think about that? Like, because I myself, I don't do that. I don't cat call women. I think that's stupid. Like, that will only work 1 out of a million times. And even that million times, it's more than likely she's probably a prostitute. So,
or not the type of woman you really want to talk to.
Yeah.
But see, that's another thing too. It's like guys will do things like that because they're looking for the type of woman who would respond, that they probably could take advantage of. Like, that's the thing. It's like, you're not even really doing it, because I always say this. I feel like guys, they play like a numbers game. So it's like, I know that you're not even really genuinely interested in me. You're just like shooting your shot at however many women you can, so that like the ratio was higher for you to be successful. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to try to talk to, you know, everyone, like 10 to 15 women, because at least 2 of them are going to like be interested, you know. And that's my issue, because it's like, I know that once I say, like, if I deny you or turn you down, all you're going to do is go to the next person and try again. So it's not like, man, like, I just stopped you in your tracks and I was the first, you know, like, I was the first woman, you know, she walked into the room and I just couldn't help but to walk up to her. Like, it would be different for me if I got that type of vibe or that type of energy from a person, because I would be like, oh man, like, he really is interested in me, not just, that's another woman in the room. Let me, you know, like, there's another vagina. Let me go and try to
like, oh, I see. Is that vagina? Yep.
Right, yep. Let me go talk to it. Like, what? So it's like, if I can actually tell through our interaction that you genuinely are just like interested in me at the moment, then sure. But like that whole, like, when you go out to a club and guys try to talk to you at the bar and they, you know, drunk and they just trying to figure out who they can take home for the night, like, I'm not interested.
That's why I'm not a club person. I really haven't been.
Yeah. And catcalling is just it's
That's
not
weird
gonna
to me.
work. It is. It's like you can walk up to me and say hello. That's like how you greet someone, you know. Hey, in the white, little mama in the white. Like,
And then when you don't say that, they're like, "Well, you ugly anyway."
right, you ugly anyway. That's why I would talk to you. Like, what? See,
I like how it shifts in like 2 seconds. Like
right,
you were the
the
most beautiful in the world. Now you're
disrespect.
like,
The disrespect. Right, you were just the most beautiful girl in the world. Now you a piece of trash. Like, get over yourself. That's how you
so.
feel.
Have you ever been fearful of like you reject somebody, you think like, man, this dude might try to stab me or something?
Um, honestly, yeah. Not that he would try to stab me, but I felt before that like now see this is a little different because like it wasn't a stranger. This was somebody that like I was dating at the time, and I knew that he was interested in having sex with me, but I wasn't ready. And it was like times where, you know, he would try to initiate and then I just would deny him. But then it was like this one time in particular where I felt like he got really frustrated. And I'm just like, it just made me feel uncomfortable because I could tell that he was aggravated and frustrated and I didn't really know what
So
would
he went to
happen
the back to get his
after that.
Cosby drink.
What'd you say?
He went to go get his Bill Cosby drink. Like, man, she's not gonna,
Oh my God.
she's not gonna, man, she's not gonna
Like,
do it anyway.
I didn't feel that he would like attack me or anything, but the energy just it definitely shifted and I didn't know whether or not like you know, like say if we kissed, if he would like really try to push heavily on me or like anything like that, I wasn't too sure just because it's like, okay, he doesn't seem happy about this and that's not really the response you expect or look for like from a guy when it's like I don't know. It's more like I wish that it was seen more as like a bonus, you know, like to have sex. Like you initially are with or talk or date the person because you're interested in them, like and who they are, and then it's like, oh, and she wants to have sex with me too. Great, cool, like perfect, cherry on top. Not like, okay, that's expected in the package. Like, and a lot of times that's like the first thing. It's just like, okay, I could probably hit, you know what I'm saying? Like, or, you know, they trying to wait it out forever long. They try to figure out what type of person you are to see how long they're going to have to wait. And then some guys won't even talk to you if you give an inkling that like you're gonna maybe make them wait. And my thing is like, why do I even have to have like a timeline? Like, why can't I decide based on what type of person you are, whether or not I feel comfortable having sex with you on the first week that I know you or the first year? Like, why is it even?
They were like, man, it's been 3 hours.
Right. Why are you still dressed? It's been 3.
Oh man, this girl is a nun. It's been 3.5 hours.
Right, she tripping. Like I've heard conversation like man, we've been dating for 3 months, and I'm like, how long? I mean, what is the guy timeline? Like, what do you expect like from a woman? Like,
The guy timeline. I'm trying to think because I know it was
like how long is too long to wait?
a couple of women were on that like Joan from Girlfriends, Steve Harvey 3-month rule.
The Steve Harvey 3-month rule.
Oh, no. Oh yeah, that's another deal. That's a deal breaker with me. If I see like a Steve Harvey book in your house, I'm like, no.
That definitely should be a deal breaker.
Like you listen to Steve Harvey, but realistically, it depends on how I feel about the person. If we have like a lot of chemistry, we're like really vibing, you know, it'll happen eventually. I'm not really putting a timetable,
Mm-hmm.
but if I figure, you know, after a while, we're just not just not connecting, then I'm like, well, might as well just take her clothes off. Let's get this over with.
I feel that. I mean, I can feel that. Like, okay, if we're not gonna really go anywhere romantically, or like the chemistry is not there, then we're two adults. We could just get right to it. However, it's like, what if that's the weird thing too, because it's like she could feel differently than you do and want to pursue like a relationship, and she may think you guys have great chemistry, but you're not really feeling it. And so it's like that's where the balance comes in too, where it's like, okay,
I think you have to not be afraid to hurt someone's feelings.
I definitely agree with that.
You're like, where's this going? I'm like, I'm going home. What are you talking
about? Like, I'm getting out of here.
I'm like, I got child support payments to escape. Gotta go. No, let me stop joking. People laugh and I actually think I have a child.
Yeah, people are gonna start to think that you have children that you don't take care of.
Oh yeah. I think you gotta listen to our previous ones where I said that not paying child support was a black tradition.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Wait, maybe this is Drake hiding his child was a way of showing that he's fully black. He's accepting his black side.
Oh my god, he's embracing. That's a horrible thing. That's terrible. Look, I still don't trust the blackface picture. Like, that makes me very uncomfortable. Seriously.
Yeah, I think that's what got kicked off. He was supporting blackface. The black god said no. The ghost of Martin Luther King took away his boo.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I don't know. The Me Too campaign or the movement.
So yeah, are you a supporter of this? Because they tried to get rid of Morgan Freeman. Because they said to God, the voice of God.
I know, I can't believe it. I can't believe, like, literally the two like most fatherly figured, like, great, like, black men in the media, Bill Cosby and Morgan Freeman, like, I'm devastated, like, honestly, because I'm like, these are two like older black men who have gained like a lot of respect and just are, like, seemingly upstanding citizens. And it's like finding out that like your dad cheated on your mom, like, and you always, it's just really weird. Like,
how could you take a Bill Cosby? No, but I think people been mad at Bill Cosby for years now. When he gave that little speech about poor black people saying, what they got stupid names like Taquisha and Tanisha and Muhammad. Where that crap come from? Yeah, Bill Cosby went off.
But see, that's just an opinion. Like, this is different. Like, he actually
drugging and raping women.
Right, committed a crime. Like, it's very overwhelming.
He had like a plan too. He was like, I'm gonna give you even though they said it was like 50, I think that's an exaggeration.
Yeah, Bill Cosby, I think
he probably raped like 4 or 5. I'll give him that. The rest was just exaggerated. They were just lying.
But see, the only thing that it mattered, it's like there was at least one, and that's a problem.
One gets you out of the pain. Like, that was it.
And that is a problem. Yeah, it just sucks. It sucks. The movement, though, in general, I definitely feel like it's necessary because women, a lot of the times, they don't come forward or speak on things immediately or right away because they feel alone or they feel outcasted. And it's like, this happens all the time. And it's sad that it happens all the time, but it's also kind of a good thing that you would be able to find some support from women who have dealt with the same thing that you dealt with, and they're like alive, well, surviving, you know, and to see that and be able to kind of use it as a tool to like uplift yourself or bring yourself out of whatever, you know, feeling you maybe, I don't know, some women might be like depressed about it, some might not care, I don't know, but like if you need some type of support, it's good to have like something so big to identify with and have some resources to go to, because so many women feel alone, especially like younger girls, like, you know, they tend to think that like it's something they did, or, you know, like blame themselves. And it's just like getting that correct information and not feeling like, you know, you brought this on yourself in any way is really important, just in terms of dealing with trauma. Like that could affect the rest of your life if you don't deal with it or process through it. So
yeah, kind of like R. Kelly, like growing up, it was a lot of people, they were like, oh, these fast girls, they knew what they was doing and all this thing. I'm like,
see, no.
You was parked outside my high school.
Hey, I saw you at the rink. Like, what the you was at the juke party.
Oh, that might have to be my song. Oh man, have you ever heard "She's Got That Vibe"?
By who?
By R. Kelly.
I think so. That's old R. Kelly.
Yeah, did you hear like the middle lyrics at the end where he says, "Little cutie Leah got that vibe"?
Oh my god. See, you know what?
Just
the fact that his name is the Pied Piper is creepy. The Pied Piper of R&B, creep.
You can look at Aaliyah's album cover. He's like hiding in the background.
That's scary. No. See.
Let me see if I can find that album cover. Like he looks like a creep.
People still step in the name of love, though.
I ain't gonna lie, that is a cut. He said it in the song too. This a cut.
This a cut.
Look, there you go. Look
That's R. Kelly.
Stared at him.
I never knew that was R. Kelly on Ain't Nothing But a Number, blurred out like that. I had no idea.
Yeah, he was all on that, and they were on this like it was like this early BET show. They had an interview together. They were wearing matching outfits.
Oh my god!
Who wears matching outfits unless y'all together?
I mean, they were together.
I mean, together.
together.
Yeah,
Brandon's back. I mean, Zach's back. You always here. His
Zach,
picture
back. Throw your mic off,
man.
Dang, you've been gone for a long time.
I know, man. It just put me through everything to get back on. That's what happened, man, with Cricket Wireless.
Wow, not Cricket Wireless.
Yeah, it put me through hell. I had to download all type of stuff, but I don't even remember what we was talking about.
Oh, you missed all the good stuff, man. You know, Joey accused me of sexual misconduct, and I'm going to jail.
You going to jail?
Yeah, Shelby just accused me of being a Morgan Freeman.
No, I did not. We're discussing the Me Too movement now.
We showed the live audience that R. Kelly ain't nothing but a number film creeping in the background.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know that was him on the album cover.
Yeah, he's a creep.
Yeah, being creepy. Waiting outside the rink at the juke parties.
Pretty much.
See?
I guess since Zach has been out, he given us a brief synopsis about what we talked about with like the slut and hoes and that
stuff. Sure. So pretty much we touched on the topic of Amber Rose and how she has like a slut walk, and kind of, Brandon asked my perspective on, taking a more positive outlook on that type of terminology. And I'm in support of the idea. I just don't think that Amber Rose is the best person to articulate that. But I mean, the concept, I understand because of the double standards with like men and women and like their sexual activities and things like that. Like guys are able to just, you know, do whatever and not be called anything or ridiculed about it. But then as soon as a woman, you know, is open about how, you know, her sexual activity, then she is. So I think that the whole concept behind that is empowering. But then we kind of transitioned over into talking about like Bill Cosby, Morgan Freeman, and and how and R. Kelly, and how it's kind of like you can't overdo it in terms of the amount of pressure you put on a person or a woman, and guys not being able to kind of handle that. And then we have guys who like to manipulate. So either they are forceful or they manipulate because they can't handle the rejection, or just, I don't know if it's like a power thing. I don't know what it is, but.
So Shelby.
Yeah.
Quick question. So what does manipulate mean in this? Like, give me the context.
Well, the reason I use manipulate is because we included Bill Cosby in this, and I feel like you drugging someone is a form of manipulation. But in a general sense, I feel that, like we were talking about catcalling as well, and I was just saying that I feel like guys, they catcall because they're trying to get a certain response from a certain type of woman. So it's like I feel like the type of women that respond to strangers on the street calling them by their outfit, like already have a certain type of trajectory or like whatever. It's just like, okay. Right. Or, you know, like that type of thing. And it's like, I feel that because it's just like a numbers thing, it's kind of like, okay, so if I walk off on you and I don't respond, all you're going to do is catcall the next girl to walk by. Like, so you're just trying to shoot your shot until you get a score, like, till you score pretty much. Not even like, oh, I'm just really interested in this person. She seems like she's really cool. Like, nothing, because you have nothing to go off of, because all you did was see somebody walk past. So it's literally just like a physical interaction. Like, you didn't speak to that person. You don't know anything about them. You really are just trying to engage with them because of how they look. And it's like,
that's a mating call.
And we're not animals. We can speak. We have language. Like, you can talk to me. Like, you know what I mean? Because my thing is, if you're a mature adult, you introduce yourself like a mature adult. Like, I'm not going to take you seriously as a man if you're like catcalling me. I'm going to assume you're immature or you just want to have sex with me. Like, that's going to be my automatic assumption.
Oh, okay. So that's a good point. So you just said, either you immature have sex with me. What's wrong with a guy just really want to have sex with women?
There's nothing wrong with that. But because it's usually manipulated. Guys don't come up to you and say, I just want to have sex with you. They usually say, man, you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. Can I please be graced with your presence? Can we go out? Da, da, da. But then and you, so you give the guy your number, but then the only thing he's trying to do is, can you come over and chill? He only hit you up at midnight. It's just like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but just come at me like that then. Like, on some high, how you doing? I think you're very attractive. I'm not really looking for a relationship. But when I say no, accept that and move on. Don't try, just accept it and move on. Because to me, there's nothing wrong with just wanting to have sex with a person. The issue is when you try to manipulate them and make them feel like you want to make them your girlfriend or you really want to date them, and you know that's not your intention, and then you try to do otherwise.
But this is the thing, right? So I don't believe that when somebody tell you, oh man, you so beautiful, I want to be graced with your presence, why can't they just actually do that and still want some ass? Like, why does it have to be that means that they want to be with you or that they lead you on.
Wait, I knew it.
You can want both too, but that wasn't the question. You asked me, why can't you just want sex? And I'm saying you can. It's about the approach. You could also want both, but my thing is give me.
But how do you just get that? How do you just get that? Because I mean, 9 times out of 10, women just don't keep gas.
No, I'm about to answer right now.
Wait, I saw that in Milwaukee.
Oh, we getting that.
I'm about to answer.
Okay.
My
for all the
thing
people listening, all the males. I'm retired, so it ain't for me. It's for all the males out there.
I'm retired. Oh my gosh. I feel like one that varies on the woman that you're talking to. And as a man, you have to be willing to take the amount of time that it takes to have a conversation with someone to figure out what type of woman they are and what that would take for them. Because I can guarantee you, like me, if you ask me specifically, what would it take for you to feel comfortable to want to date me and have sex with me? I could tell you that. And I feel like a woman can articulate what she wants, like, or she should be able to. If not, then she's probably immature. She's probably a child. So you should also rethink even trying to have sex with her if she can't even tell you what she wants. So if you actually take a minute, you know, outside the cat call and hold a conversation to try to figure out who this person is that you want to lay with, you'll be able to figure out the strategy. Because she's going to tell you what you like to do. What do you want? What makes you comfortable? What are you interested in? What type of man you like? You know what I'm saying? Ask them type of questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too much work.
See? You know what?
That's too much work.
I'm playing
devil's advocate. I'm playing devil's advocate. That sounds like too much work. What about you, Stokely? What you think?
I remember when I was a sophomore in college, I was at this restaurant called Michael's. And there was this guy. He came in and he said, he walked up to I guess 5 women. And he said, "Hey, I don't want to date you. I want to get to know you. I'm just trying to fuck. You down?" The third girl went with him. I was like, that dude was a legend in my book. I'm like,
it works.
Open. What you want, just do that. Eventually, someone will say yes.
They will. They will.
If you're rich, you can just
But see, Brandon, this is where men they want their cake and trying to eat it too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you take that approach, right? And like you said, somebody is gonna go. Like there's gonna be someone that agrees, but then guys are like, "Nah, I won't. She got to be foreign and have a big booty and got big titties and she ain't got no kids." And then you can't get that specific. Like if you really trying to because unless you look,
you can be as specific as you want. You don't go to no car lot and just be like, "Give me whatever that's on the lot." You be specific, like, "I want this type of car. I need it to look like this with this many miles."
Right, but when you go to the car lot, you've done some research already to know that you're not getting ready to get bamboozled. Also, like when you step on the lot, you don't just be like, "Okay, I want." You've already looked into what you want, and you can ask for that. But then it's like, if you're talking about the type of, I'm just saying your chances would decrease. That's all I'm saying. The more specific you get, probably the less likely you are to just get somebody to be like, "All right, let's go." Unless you're really putting it out there what you have to offer, maybe. I don't know.
But the reality is that it's too many women who it's nasty. It's a low quality of woman who's gonna say, if you do that approach, if you just be like, "Hey, you know, I just wanna, you know, lay up. I just want to get up with you and chill with you and, you know, get it in." If you do that, you're going to get low quality women.
Right.
But you don't want low quality women. You want high quality women. Just you want massive.
You want your cake and trying to eat it too. Because then you also saying you don't even want to put the work in.
You with cake. You get it, then you eat it.
It's an expression. It's an expression.
I know. That's what you figuratively, literally, that's what you do with cake. No.
Bring back backstage. They'll solve all this.
What you say?
Bring back Backpage. That'll solve all these problems.
Backpage is still a thing. Oh my god.
Nah, I'm cool on that. You go to jail. You go to jail for that.
No,
but but on a serious note, though, I do believe all the stuff that you're saying. I do think that dudes should be straight up. But I also think that it's a two-way street too. I think that, and this is something that really don't get touched on a lot. Women got to take accountability of messing with these simp ass dudes and knowing that they weak as hell before they even lay down with them. But then they continue to go this path because it's like, hey, maybe this guy turns into something great. But then he becomes Drake and he becomes a deadbeat dad. That's what you're talking about.
Becomes Drake.
I'm just saying. Like, that's what be happening. Women be out here.
But you know what too? But there's always another factor in there. I feel like where it's like, I don't know. It could be it differs and it varies like on the guy. But I feel like whatever lure or appeal he put out there in terms of like, this is the reason why you should, mess with me or like be with me or whatever. Like that's usually the thing that the girl is holding on to. So it's like if you're like, basically showing me examples of you not being like a good dude, but you approach me on some, but I could do this, and this for you, then I'm just going to stick around for that part, this piece. Because just like guys have options, girls have options too. That might not be the only person that she's involved with, but she can understand like, okay, this is what I'm going to get from this person, and that's probably about it. You know what I mean? Like just this and this, like this and sex, like whatever, fill in the blank, money and sex, or time, affection, and whatever. And then another guy, but it's like eventually you gotta, come to terms.
So if that's what, so women, of course, we know women got options. Women done had options since 12 years old, clearly with R. Kelly, and she got that vibe. But
I like it.
But if women got options, then why is the narrative that men ain't shit and men are dogs, but women have options too? And then at the same time, like you said, women take what they need. Like, why is the narrative that men are leading women on?
I feel that women, they want, it's like just like a man. Like, well, see, no, and I can't even say it's just like a man, but I feel like women would prefer, this is just my perspective, women would prefer to have all that they want in one guy. Like, that's the preference. But like, it's like, I'm not going to deprive myself of anything just because I can't find the one guy. Like, I'm going to date or like talk, like till I can figure out what that is. But like a lot of times guys are okay with like they're enticed by having multiple women. It's like it's exciting for them. It's like a thing, you know what I mean? So it's like it's not really perceived in the same way, but it's like it's more out of like, well, a girl got to do what she got to do. Like if I can't find one man, I'm not gonna not have no man. Like, so I'm just gonna have a few. Like, but men, they just, I mean, but some women are like that. I was just, I'm gonna wait for the one. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of a single woman who's like actively dating, like,
right,
a lot of times some women or some men like to do like one at a time, but I really feel like you only really are like at that level of dating like when you're a little bit older and the relationship can be a little bit more mature. And that's not to say that like people who are 30 and 40 not still playing, but usually the relationship is a little bit more right. 40 club. Oh my gosh. But like, I don't know. I feel like it's just usually different. Like guys will have like this one girl that's like their main girl and she's everything he wants, but then just because he lacks self-control or like just likes the excitement, he want to talk to other women or be with other women just to like fulfill like an ego stroke. But for women, it's not, there is no ego. It's just like, it ain't enough.
Y'all got ego.
Women have egos. Women have egos. I just feel like
y'all piss on each other all day long.
They don't have to be stroked as much as guys. Yes, I stand by that. Like men have huge egos.
They need their ego stroked constantly. Women are like cats.
That's not true.
That is true. Oh, women need compliments from not just men. They need compliments from their peers. They need compliments from other women. Y'all do. Like women
It's
will wear
nice.
something sexy just cause it could be a random day, just so they can compliment. So you made a good point though, Shelby. You said something that stuck out to me. You said women will date a bunch of men until they can find that one, right? Until they figure out what they want. So the question that stood out was, what do women want?
What do women want?
Yeah, I don't know how old you are. I would assume that you are in your mid late 20s or older, right? So
yes, I'm 26.
What do you want at that age?
At this age,
yeah, you are a mature.
To be 100% honest, at this age, I just want some open and honest communication. Literally, like if we can talk about it, I'm okay. Like on some, even if like I'm not looking for like immediate commitment or like overly consistent, or because if you can communicate to me that you have a problem with being consistent, I know that and I can choose whether or not I want to deal with that or not, versus like you pretending to be something you're not, and then I'm trying to look and figure out and seek who you are. Like just be open and honest from the beginning so that as we grow and process together, like it can be an even exchange. Like I don't like to feel like I'm in the dark or I don't know the person that I'm involved with or like going out with or whatever. Like, so if we can easily have a conversation and be upfront about like life changes or shifts, I'm good. Like, yeah.
And so that's the main thing that you look for, is someone that, so pretty much communication and consistency.
Yep.
Okay.
And making it two-way, like to where like I feel comfortable enough to be open and honest with whoever about what I would want or need, and they're receiving that information and taking it into consideration. I would definitely say like that's the main thing. And then also I just feel like in general I always would prefer like to date a guy who is on a like the same level or higher than me, in terms of just like, if I'm not going to
I can't work at Burger King.
Is that true? I'm not gonna say you can't work at Burger King. I'm just gonna say that I would want, for in terms of like income, like I would want us to be making around the same amount of money, or you're making more than me. I have a car, so I would expect for you to have a car. But even if you don't have a car, like be able to afford to get around, like to get us around. Like if we were gonna go somewhere, can you Uber us? Like I'm not even, because we live in a city, I'm not even putting like that much pressure on the car thing. But it's just like being able to afford to be dating someone. Like guys like to try to date and they can't afford to date. Like,
but why? But it's not about money. It's not about money.
You asked me what I want. I'm telling you what I want.
I feel you like that. It's not about money. Are you listening to me? I told you a little bit. It is 10%.
It is a little bit.
I feel attacked personally because I'm as a broke boy myself.
First of all, you're not a broke boy, so shut up. You're not a broke boy.
I'm like. So wait, is that not specific? That's kind of specific. You looking for a dude who's consistent, who is a good communicator, and who got some money that is equivalent or greater than you.
Yes,
greater than yours.
You feel like that's too much to ask? That's only two things. See, that's what I'm saying.
But the thing is,
that money part is huge. I'm just being real. It's like, we know statistically it's more women go to college than men. We also know that it's not about that. It's about that. I mean, that equates to money sometimes when we talk about money and opportunities. So that's why I'm just thinking like,
But see, another thing with that, it's just kind of like, as a man, I feel like you do what you need to do to support yourself. So if
I can
if
sell them
whatever,
goods.
if you didn't graduate from college, and you working at Burger King is not enough, you need to have another job. Like, and then it's like, okay, if you don't have the time, if you're working so much that you don't have the time to date, then don't approach. Like, if
What?
don't.
So
Just
I can't.
don't. That would be the guy that is probably just shooting his shot to try to have sex because he can't afford to really date, which is okay. I feel like it's nothing wrong with being, that's what I'm saying, be honest about where you are. Because another thing is too, just as a woman, I can make a choice. I could be so attracted to you that I don't care. Like, I understand that you maybe work a lot or you might not have as much money as I do, so we only go out every so often. But if you keep me interested, that's another, like, that's the main thing. Like, I have to obviously be attracted and interested in you as a person, but like, coming with that needs to be these other things. Like, and depending on the dynamic of our relationship, that may not weigh as heavy. Like, you could be such a great guy that I'm not even really focused on that. Like, but it's something that needs to, in the beginning, it's like, how do you get to really get your foot in the door to know someone if you can't like go out and date them? I'm not gonna just invite you over to my house to chill and I don't know you. Like, we gotta go to a mutual public place. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but then I hit you with the cat call, and I'm trying to build.
Wait, but you say you don't want a broke boy, so I'm working all this time, so I won't be a broke boy, and you mad that I'm working.
I'm not gonna be mad. I never come between a man and his money because that's something important to me. I would, if you at work, we good. I don't care.
And then the communication thing. My relationships are built off secrets and lies.
That's not good, Brandon. No, it's horrible.
I don't think any woman actually knows my real age.
Probably not. Now that I can believe, because
and most people don't know when I'm joking or telling the truth.
It took me a long time to figure that out. Like, seriously. I'm like, is he serious? Especially in meetings, Brandon. I'll be like, he's definitely trolling right now, but he sounds so serious. Like, funny.
Stuff we be in meetings, bullshit.
Right.
I can see it.
We would just give each other looks like, yeah, but
that's funny. But okay. So your view of what you want in a man, is that pretty much what I guess women around your age are looking for? Or like your friends, your homegirls, what they looking for?
I know
you ain't gotta call out no names. You ain't gotta be like, Tamara be liking, like,
honestly, like,
no,
to be 100% honest, like, a lot of women my age are looking for that one partner to settle down with, because I know that women, myself included, like, we start to think about our bodies and our physical, like, capabilities to have children. So it's like, you start to think about, like, mates, like, who you would want to have a child with, who you want to be with. And a lot of that is, a lot of what women want in men is like based on their view and their ideas of like family and what they want their family dynamic to look like, how they want it to flow. Like, so I think that a lot of women my age are like trying to seriously date, like, and to be able to like settle down with someone, because they're thinking about turning 30 and like having kids and all of that type of stuff. So having someone who's able to be supportive of them emotionally and financially.
But why are they trying to finesse $300 out of men?
$300? What? Where did that come from? My thing is, okay, I'm a grown woman. I have enough money to support myself. I just feel like if I meet a man, like, he needs to be able to support himself. And then if we go so far to that we're in a serious relationship, I want to feel like if something happens to me or if I'm in an emergency situation, like he can provide for me. Because I honestly, if I'm with a guy and we are in a relationship and something happens with him and I have the money to do something that he really needs at the time, I would do that. Like, I feel like it's on equal sides. Like, I don't think that as a man who, like, if you have a salary and you're in your career, that you should be talking to somebody who ain't doing nothing with their life and just take them in and take care of them. Like, no, they need to have their own stuff too. Just as a woman, like, as a woman, you should be able to take care of yourself. The man you get is providing like extra security, extra support, not like the main security, the main support.
Now, since I don't believe in gender roles, I myself am looking to be a Jefferson Darcy like house husband.
Okay, that's fine. There are women out there that will want to support you, Brandon. Okay, it's just not me.
So you said that you can't work all day and I can't draw your bath. I'm not cleaning the house, so you're gonna have to clean that when you get home.
See, nope. You almost had me. Nope. Nope, because you ain't even doing house husband duties. You trying to cut out early. No.
I'm gonna leave the I'm gonna take the chicken out the freezer so you can make it quick when you get in.
No, I'm good on that. I'm good on that.
Okay, well, yeah, that sounds like a lot. I'm glad that I'm retired, because that's too much. That's too much out there. You got too many rules. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Just messing with you. But okay, so Stokely, did that answer a lot of our questions that we had?
I think that did. We got
So I think I missed, y'all talked about hoes. Talked a little bit about hoes.
Yeah, we talked a little about hoes.
Okay, so how do you feel about hoes? And do you feel like every woman needs a hoe stage in their life?
I don't think that every woman needs a hoe stage, but I don't think it's anything wrong with having one. Like,
okay.
But if you want to, so we talked about earlier, me and Brandon talked about earlier, the distinction. He made a distinction between a hoe and a slut. He said a hoe, she's making some money off of her, like whatever she's doing, whatever she's selling, whatever sex in whatever way. But then like a slut is like someone who just does whatever with whoever and is not necessarily like profiting off of it, I guess, financially. But in this sense, I'm just using hoe as like a promiscuous woman, I guess. Or like, just like, I don't know, a sexually active woman. And that's the thing. I don't even think as a woman being sexually active, you should be labeled as a hoe. But
no,
you are. But
sexually liberated. I'm all for sexual liberation.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. Okay. Well, yeah, we had a whole episode. Episode what? What was that, 4?
Yeah. That was almost our second most viewed episode.
Yeah. It's our second most viewed episode after R&B joint. But yeah, man, did we cover everything? I think we covered everything.
Yeah, this is a good episode.
Yeah, it
Thank
was.
you for having me, guys. I'll come back anytime you need a guest.
Don't say that, man. You finna be a regular.
Yeah.
I'm not being a regular. I could be a regular.
Oh, this about to be a
all right, she's gonna be the new replacement.
Y'all need a woman's opinion up in here because y'all talking kind of crazy.
And Cardi boys with Lita.
Hey. Oh no, that's what's up though, Shelby. So no chance.
Oh, wait,
anybody got no chance?
Let me play the song.
What? He about to troll so hard. I feel it.
We playing it on here, or does the pause?
Yeah. But here we go.
Oh my god.
I just heard the garage, so my lady and my new dog was coming up the stairs. What do you see it?
What is that?
There's no chance.
No chance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
All right. So anybody got any no chances for this week or this weekend?
Let's see. No chance. No chance of me losing my $300.
Oh, 300.
Hey man, you can always follow the Aubrey Graham plan.
Oh my god.
What, this DM IG models and ask her how much?
Oh my god.
Yeah, or just denounce like the other three. So.
Oh no, you got any?
Oh man, it's no chance for a car wash, man. Jesus.
That's
my car's so dirty, but man, I ain't trying to pay for no car wash because it keep raining on and off. So.
No, but I don't car wash care because I do my hand wash myself.
Man, I know, man. That's that Jamaican side of you. No, I'm just playing.
Why you worry about these things, mom?
My parents are always calling me Jamaican because they're like, you always have so many jobs. I'm like, oh my god, you're racist.
Oh yeah, she'll be racist. Do you know that?
I'm not racist.
Yeah, that's the no chance. What Shelby, what about you? You got anything that just not gonna happen?
Let's see. Something that's just not gonna happen. I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. Anybody you want to cancel at work that's been on your last note?
Yes. Now I got something, but I can't. I don't even want to say, but yeah, there's somebody that could be canceled at work.
Okay, so we'll take that person as the no chance.
Yeah, they can be the no chance.
All right. Anything happening this weekend?
Yeah. You want to plug anything, Shelby?
What's happening this weekend? Let's see. I know something for this is weekly. I don't know. I only know something for next weekend. Sorry. I'm boring, y'all. I don't got nothing for this weekend. I'm actually supposed to restart record on someone else's podcast. Well, my friend wants to start one. And I'm doing that on Sunday. But it's not gonna be like live, I don't think, on Sunday. But that's the only thing I got for this weekend. That didn't work.
Okay, Shelby doing her runs on different podcasts. I see her out here.
I felt so good, bro. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna be up too.
You dropping an album or something?
Right, she doing this press.
Actually, my website is gonna be going live in 2 weeks, so that's coming.
So what you do?
Be on the lookout. I'm a photographer, and I'm also trying to start like a production company, but I'm starting with a small team, and we're like working on doing some visuals and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm starting to get my website together with all my photography work and stuff for over the last year. Because I didn't want to like put up a website and then it'd be like empty. It's like 2 little tabs, and I got like 5 photos. So I've been accumulating some work over this past year, and I'm ready to showcase it now. So, yeah.
Okay, you want to plug the name of your website?
It's just going to be shelbycherie.com, which is my name. So, SHELBYCHERIE. Yep.
Right.
Okay, everybody be on the lookout for that.
If you're into like S&M and need the photographs, she'll be there.
Oh my
Sometime in June, look for that.
Some family photos, maternity, birthday.
Oh, I got as baby daddy of the year in 3 years running. I got a few maternity shoots coming up.
Right. Baby daddy of the year.
All right.
I'm boring this week, so I got nothing. I'm waiting until what am I waiting for? I'm waiting till June. I can go to NXT.
Yeah, man. This week, what I got, like I said, my niece's graduation, some other stuff happening this week, but just trying to enjoy these last few days of vacation before I go back to work.
True.
Yeah, working on some. Just a reminder. I think I mentioned it on the last podcast, but June 15th, I'll be on Can TV, talking about
nice.
about striving for greatness, which is my nonprofit. So yeah, with sitting down with a good friend of the show, Ramel, sitting down talking about just the organization and what we're doing, what we're gearing up to do this fall. So be on the lookout, 7 p.m., June 15th.
Okay.
Oh, and if you guys got a chance, check out this
this energy drink.
This energy drink.
What is it called?
Pussy. No, I'm just playing. Pussy.
Because I'm like, all I see is USSY.
There's the P.
Yep. There go the P.
It's actually called pussy.
Yeah.
Hey, how does it taste? Because man, me and my girl was looking up the reviews, and it was just really good jokes about pussy.
It tastes sweet yet funky.
Oh my god! You know what? I cannot. Where do you even get that from?
It's real fruity. It's really good. It's like, and then you hit it like pussy. You feel it instantly.
So Stokes, you buying more, huh?
Whenever we're in the same room, I'll pass some pussy around.
Yeah, I gotta try it. Never had it before.
See, every woman experiments.
All right. So, what's anybody got song of the week?
Ooh.
Shelby, since you are our guest, you picked what song?
Let's see. And it could be like any song, right? It doesn't have to be new.
Yeah, it'd be any song.
Okay.
Whatever song you rocking with this week.
Okay, so there's this song. I don't even know how it's pronounced, but it's by this guy named Sir, S-I-R. And it's D, and then it's like a little apostrophe, and then it's E-V-I-L-S. So I don't know if it's supposed to be like devils or D-evil. I don't know. This song is not about the devil or anything like that, but it's a really good song. And this guy, I've stumbled upon, like a friend of mine, like told me about him, and I think he's like from Jamaica or something, or Haitian. I don't know, but he was on a nice little island, and he has a few songs, and they all like are real like happy sounding. I don't know. So I've been listening to it.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's play Sir, I guess,
Devils.
Yeah, that's it. You gonna play it? Oh, good. Okay.
Then I sat on the lollipop. I watch a man, the island, the mountain, and the pool, and the breeze. Tell me who that nigga is. If it ain't a party, then it's gonna be. Never had a problem, it must be official if I get caught. Caught up at a fire burning daily. Harder to remember, getting harder to remember. I was moving up and driving me crazy. I don't think my mama's gonna save me. Maybe me, I'm not flying auto. If the time headed to the time where we go, 2 miles an hour, can you picture zero? Cause life is so much better when you let it slow.
Yo, that was Sir with Evils.
Devils.
Evil.
I don't. I'm like, is this song called Devils, the Evils,
Yeah.
Devils? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's the Evils, like a old Jay-Z song.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That's the first thing I thought of when I was like, okay, but yeah.
Yeah. You got a song, Stokely?
Yeah, I got one. It's let me see if I can find it. It's by Black Coffee. It's called "Stuck in Your Love."
Mm-hmm.
Black Coffee is a South African house DJ. So I listen to a lot of house songs. So Black Coffee, "Stuck in Your Love."
All right.
Hey.
Black Coffee, "Stuck in Your Love," featuring Azola.
Okay. That was dope. I was like stepping, man.
That's my summertime music.
House.
I'm a South African deep house.
Yeah, that's all I heard was good house music, good dancing. All right. My song is by Chloe and Haley. Everywhere.
Chloe and Haley.
Yeah.
I heard them before. What, like, didn't they? Aren't they like 12 years old or something?
No, they 20 and 18. But
oh, they legal? Kind of hit them DMs.
Yeah, they on they on Grownish. They on Grownish. They signed to Beyonce label. They got a cool album that dropped called "The Kids Are All Right." So that's like one of the songs I like on there.
All right, so we got Chloe and Haley, "Everywhere."
you can do it. You think I'm crazy 'cause you got all around. Like you don't think 'cause you got me down. I'm on my way.
Chloe and Haley everywhere. That was actually kind of nice. I like that.
Yeah, man. I like they falsettos and they different ranges. The youngest got a nice little album. Check it out. Yeah, man. Is there anything else?
Oh man.
Episode 21.
All
Fieldy podcast. Thanks Shelby for joining us, and we definitely have you back.
Yes, thank you for inviting me. Had a great time chatting with you guys.
No problem. Well, you know what it is. Status Stokely. We out.
Yo, fuck Walter.